here's another one. This looks like it might be, yeah, this is legit. That's legit. Okay, there we go. Okay, D4 game. Ugh. First classical game in a while. I mean, a rapid game in 2 months. Okay, so this is like a Queen's Indian. I was studying this the other day. Okay, but he goes, so now this is a Kasparov version of the Nimzo. Yeah, so. If I come in here, I mean, do we want all that? Yeah, let's do that. Not familiar with Bishop F4. Yeah, so I'm thinking like knight e4. Or should I just take? I'm going to take immediately in honor of Aaron Nimzovich. Make it a proper Nimzo. Again, the bishop here though is kind of funky. I could also go here. Then it's like then it's like a London. It's like a Londony Nimzo. I'm not so sure about this because I like my normal setup. That's what I missed. I missed that. Okay, so now I lost the tempo and ugh, that was, yeah, I should have just played d6. Should have just played d6. I'm tempted to do that. I'm gonna go with Alessandro's other idea of knight c6 to knight a5. I'm having so much more fun just playing a rapid game though. You know, even though it's a d4 opening, it's so much more fun taking a break from classical. Oof, all that classical, man. It's not fun. This is so much more fun for me. These rapid game. It's like, it seems so much faster than classical. It's so much more fun. Oh, chess is fun again. Oh, I guess it still defends, eh? That's partly why I put the queen there, I guess. What about G5? G4, I mean? Nah. I meant, yeah. Yeah, and then I can come in here. Take that one out. Yeah, I might come in here. Okay. Ah, I see. I screwed up, eh? I dropped a pawn there. Yeah. I didn't see that. Yeah, I was a little hasty there. It was G4. He gets another pawn out of it too. Yeah. It's okay, I had fun. It's fun to play rapid again. Oh, I didn't see. Whew, heart is starting to race now. Gotta stay focused here. Better take. This isn't easy to play. For me. He can come in with a check. That's what he wants. But what if I go here? Then, yeah, I'm covering that. He's got a check. Move up. Check. It's too dangerous. Like I might be okay, but it's a little too dangerous. Oh. I don't know. Maybe knight here might have been better. No, because he can take. Oh, even then I don't know. He takes. Oh my God. I think we did it, boys. Holy crap. Oh my God. First rapid game in 2 months and I win. And it's a new personal best. 2084. Oh, I needed that. I needed that for morale so bad. Oh my God. Thank you, DJ Big Beans. After a month of just getting crushed on classical, the first rapid game in 2 months, and I won. I came back from that. Oh man. In the Kasparov version of the Nimzo. I needed that. So I think I can safely go back to classical and grind it out again because I just needed that little morale boost. I just needed that morale boost because I had nothing. I had no good news for a month. I've just been getting my ass kicked day after day after day. I needed that so bad. Oh, I can't tell you how much I needed that. 2,084, 16 points away from 2,100. Oh, I feel really good about that, man. You don't know how good that feels. See, before, like I was setting personal bests before, like left and right, like almost every day, sometimes 2 in a day. I was doing that like every few days. I was setting a new personal best for like 6 months or something, or even like a year of that. And then the past month, rating just going down on classical, just getting my ass kicked. So a month of classical, I had enough, so I played 1 game of rapid and I win. Maybe all that classical work is paying off. I don't know, or I could have just got lucky this game. But I don't care. That feels so good, man. That feels good. I'm so happy. Okay, so now let's look at the game. So yeah, I don't know this opening that well. I'm pretty sure when the knight on c3, I think this is the Kasparov version of the Nimzo. And the bishop f4, I'm not that familiar with either, but I think it's one of the main lines for white. And I decided to take, I'm not sure if taking is one of the main lines, but something I've learned is that pretty much in any Nimzo position, black is almost always fine with taking and getting that Nimzo structure of the double pawns. It's almost never bad. In fact, I don't think it is ever bad to do that. And in fact, Nimzovich himself, before modern theory, he would just take right away every case he could. He wouldn't even wait. He would just take. So I took because I thought it can't be a bad move. And so this I played perhaps a bit too hastily. I was just thinking of the London. This is very London-esque, apart from these Nimzo pawns. And so I went for it. My instinct though was to play d6 because this is more of a standard Nimzo structure. But in a normal Nimzo, I can't remember if this bishop gets outside of the pawn chain. I think it doesn't. I think it's behind the pawn chain in most Nimzos, like Nimzo variations. So because of that, I wasn't too sure about d6. But I could be wrong. Maybe it does get outside the pawn chain sometimes. But knight bd7. So my normal type of setup. There's other moves too that you could play. I think you might be able to play d5 or even knight c6 and go for this Alessandro setup. I kind of played this last second, and I kind of overlooked bishop. I think this is not good because I do think bishop g5 is good for white. I think this is, or rather, it's bad for black. So this was probably, knight h5 was probably bad. Because I mean, yeah, I just wasted a whole tempo there. So it's most definitely bad. So then I decided to play for this. Since I was slow in playing d6, I thought I'd give it a try. Alessandro really likes that. And since this is a Kasparov version, often when they're in the Nimzo, when the pawns are doubled and then the black squared bishop does get out, often it's you can play this g5 and knight e4 move. So I think this was another mistake, g4, because I overlooked how powerful knight e5 was and the fork on these two pawns. So In hindsight, I guess d6 first again would have been better. Probably. I was trying to kick out the knight and then go here and take this, and then I can take here. So that was my plan. But yeah, d6 first had to have been better. And I thought I burned a lot of time here, like, because when I realized my mistake, and so I tried to minimize the damage. I think this was the right decision, because this is I have to keep this structure intact, and that pawn wasn't doing a whole lot for me anyways. But yeah, then he this is where he blunders the knight. Yeah, so but even so, I've got 4 pawns for, no, he's got 2 pawns for a piece. But I don't think that this isn't easy to play for black, because like it's not that easy. I mean, he's got a million pawns, he's got 2 rooks, he has an incredible bishop. I actually, here I didn't even see that I could have taken the pawn, but I don't really want to give this one up either. But I didn't even see that there was a pawn hanging. I didn't even see that. But obviously, my plan here was I wanted to take here, but, and I'm not sure about this. It would have been close. I didn't want to burn too much time on it, but after check and then king h6, and then bishop check, and then king here, and then queen here check, I could block it, but then check, like there's too many checks, and I wasn't quite sure. And I don't want to burn more time. I don't have much time here, so kind of a lame move defending this square from the queen so that I can initiate this threat again. And he defends it, but what he maybe, I don't know. I think, did he overlook this? I don't know. Maybe he thought like he was going to come here. I think what he overlooked was the fact that I was going to follow up with queen takes e3. And then, it's just over here, as far as I can tell. I mean, yeah, this is just game over here. So I think he overlooked that queen f3 to e3. So I mean, it was not the highest quality game, but it's a win nonetheless, and I'm very happy about it. See if this has updated. Probably not. I forget how often that updates. Okay, then I guess we can look at it with the engine now. Man, I needed that. I needed that win. Oh, that helps my morale so much. Now I can go back to grinding it out on classical. Okay, so yeah, this is the, yeah, I was right. Yeah, this is the Kasparov variation. And okay, so bishop, yeah, this is not a common move. Bishop f4. Yeah, that's why I wasn't too familiar with it. It's not been played that often. Looks like Mamadurov played it, David Navera, Evgeny Varev, who is now Canadian, by the way. And Korchnoi in '81 played it against Hubner. So it's a move, but not very popular. Main response is bishop b4, which is what I did. So the main reply here in the Kasparov variation is a3, preventing bishop b4. And then I guess a3 actually Oh, this is. I thought this was this. It's still calling it a Queen's Indian. I guess because the bishop never gets to b4, so it's actually the Queen's Indian still until we get the bishop on b4. So a3 is now just the Queen's Indian, technically, and that's the main line here, which I don't know very well, but that's the main line. And then second main is bishop g5, which is more what I'm familiar with. You can then play bishop b4 and get into something similar to what we had, or h6. But I think h6. Whoops. I think if h6, I don't think you want to play g5 here. I guess you can, and then you could play here, or even knight h5 is, I guess, main line. Okay. But yeah, so a3 is main line here, and then bishop g5 is second main line. And there's e3 as well, and then you kind of get into, if you play bishop b4 here, then you kind of, it's still calling it Queen's Indian, I guess. Okay, but it's also a Nimzo. It's kind of both in one. I think this is both a Queen's Indian and a Nimzo. They intersect. Okay. But yeah, so he played bishop f4, and we're pretty much mostly out of theory. And yeah, you know, I didn't in the rapid game, I didn't consider 94, but that makes total sense. And that's the main line here. That's probably better than taking, although I think taking is fine. But 94 might be slightly more accurate. And then in some cases, you can play d5 and take back, and even though you have the double pawns, it's really hard for white to do anything on the light squares, and it's also hard for him, or for white to take, or to remove that pawn that's planted on e4. But I think taking was perfectly fine. Yeah, and knight h5 is a mistake because of bishop g5. I just lose the whole tempo there, so that was not good. Yeah, so d6 here, or even computer likes knight e4, but if I could go back in time, I would play d6 here. And it actually wants to play f6. I thought f6 would be no good because okay, so okay, I see, it wants to follow it with g5. Otherwise f6 is no good. Yeah, that was too committal for me. I just go back, and yeah, okay, it doesn't like knight c6 here. Not 100. Maybe because of this pin, that this is not as good as it could be. I'm not sure. Yeah, so in this case, it doesn't like this Alessandro idea. Interesting. So I guess I need to know the characteristics of when that is good to play and when it isn't. Maybe when the position is a little bit more locked, it's better because it's hard for white to maneuver his pieces. Also, maybe when the bishop is within the pawn chain still, the dark squared bishop, maybe this setup makes more sense. Computer prefers d5 or d6 here. Yeah, never mind. Of course, this is when I blundered. Right. Yeah, I would have played d6 here. Yeah, that was my blunder. And yes, d6 the best move. And knight d2 was well. Computer really likes h5. Oh my god. Is it trapped? Did I miss h5? He has bishop f4. Okay, and then rook h8, and we can get the two minor pieces for the rook. Okay, I missed that. I missed that. Yeah, I could have played h5 here. Yeah, his knight is awkward. Wow, that's almost a trap. Inadvertently set. Yeah, because the knight, you know, knight can't go anywhere. So d6. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that. Oh my god. And I thought for so long in that move too. I thought here I blundered. But that's still the best move for white. I'm a little confused. So maybe g4 isn't so bad, but oh, so it's bad for a different reason. Bishop h4. But the important thing is that, yeah, I totally had h5 there as a resource. Could have played h5. Let's see it from white's point of view. Yeah, white might have been scared when I was thinking for a long time. It's probably terrified I'm going to play h5 here, because it looks so obvious now that the knight can't go anywhere. Oh, that's funny. That's funny that I missed h5. Even in the post-analysis, I missed it. Okay, so I missed the h5. And, okay, I missed another move. Knight takes f1 is completely winning. Is it because the knight is trapped again? I'm thinking it is. So takes, like if he takes back. Oh, and there's this too. So let's say he takes with the rook then. Yeah, it's because of h5, because the knight is still trapped. And actually, well, why is it even worse now than before? Why is it worse? Yeah, I'm not sure why the evaluation is so different than before, because it's the same thing except we trade off the knight. Maybe it's because he can't defend this pawn, so I'm going to be taking that afterwards. That might be why. But okay, but it's kind of the same idea. Yeah, so I took. I guess this is kind of a weird move, taking on c4, but it's the second best move. I didn't consider taking the bishop. That's funny. That would have made too much more sense even if there was an h5, because then I can just take here after. So, yeah, definitely play sloppy on the faster time controls. Knight takes f1 makes so much more sense. Yeah, so that was kind of... Oh, but I see. I take it anyway. I see. Yeah, okay. Okay. I finally see this f5 move. And apparently white can play... The best move is rook b4. Sorry, rook b4. And that would equalize for white. So I don't quite understand. Rook b4. Rook b4 and we move... Like, let's say we move the bishop. What's his idea? Why is that equalizing? I don't get it. Okay, let's see. So rook b4, and like if I come in here, queen c2. But why couldn't he just play queen c2 right away? Some real subtleties here. Rook b4. Bishop a6. Queen c2. King g7. Okay. But why couldn't he just do that without rook b4? Why can't he just come here now? King g7. And if he comes here, Queen g5. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't understand that. I don't understand rook b4. I have no idea what rook b4 is about there. But apparently rook b4 equalizes for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, rook g8, best move. Yeah, this was best move. Okay, so computer prefers knight c6. Yeah, I guess that looks good too. But this was second best and more logical. Yeah, and then it's just, yeah, once he played here, it was, I guess, I mean, he's already behind here, but computer's recommending bishop g3. Let's see, what would I have played? What would I have played? Bishop g3. Yeah, that would have slowed me down. I mean, a very simple move. Would have slowed me. Yeah, maybe I would play knight c6 now. I think I might have played that. I might have played knight c6, I think. Computer is recommending c5 or e5. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably play here, I think. It's hard to say. So, yeah, simply just moving the bishop back would have just simply, yeah, would have slowed me down. Or even bringing the queen back. But, yeah, the rook just allowed me to take here, and that was too easy to convert from there. So, maybe not the best. A lot of mistakes both sides that game, but it still counts. See if the graph updated here. Not yet. Mr. Sayone says knight c6. Yeah, well, a computer doesn't like knight c6, but that's probably like a move. That's probably what I would have played. I probably would have played something like that. You're saying rook takes c4. B5 fork. And if here, yeah, we take. Computer doesn't hate knight c6. Actually, you know what? Knight c6 is actually the best move after it thought for a while. It's actually the top move. It didn't like it at first, but now that I moved it, it thought about it and it likes it. So that actually is the best move. Okay. Yeah, that's good because that's what I would have played. But even so, like knight c6, this would have been like, why could have made this hard for me? Because I'm doing well here, but it's white can still give me a lot of problems. Yeah, I'd probably play b5, queen d1. Yeah, I mean black is winning, so I probably would have won here, but okay. Okay, so graph didn't update, but I'm going to look. So top 3% now of Raptor players. So not, I mean, the 10 points isn't going to make a big difference on anything. But it's been so long since I've looked at this. Let's take a look at the graph. Way up here now. Way up here. If I can get to 2100, that'll be top 2% on Rapid. Then, yeah, you're really starting to reduce the amount of players that you're paired up with here. But, ooh, 16 points away. 16 points away from 2100. Ooh, boo.